let's go ahead and get into it. We got a new segment, the home team, ladies and gentlemen. You see the background. You see what she goes for. We see what I go for. Janae, you alluded to it earlier. You already talked about your quarterback getting paid. We know CD got paid. Talk to me, man. Y'all got the dub yesterday. Look good. What you think?
Man, I'm actually encouraged. The thing is, I feel like our defense was great.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Parsons, Demarcus Lawrence. I mean, the Cats were playing. I mean, I don't even know if you even noticed our corners were locked down. Everything on the defensive side was great. Offense, I'll take it for the first half. I know they kind of played a little conservative on the second half, but when you're up 30-3, Sean, you don't really gotta make too much noise. You know, special teams, Perpin running it. I felt good. You know, Dak didn't have like the outstanding stats, of the world, but 179 yards, one touchdown. It got the job done. Ezekiel Elliott scored his first touchdown back.
Can't believe it.
Back. And he looked good, Sean. He was giving like 4.5 yards a game. Where they was literally just last week. This is why I love when me and Sean, we watch football. We watch ESPN. We watch Fox. We watch everything that we can about this game. And last week, nobody had us winning. Not one team, not one analyst, not one commentator. They said, "Oh, we was gonna lose." Yeah. The best number one defense in that Cleveland Browns defense, and in my opinion, I mean, we shut them down. I mean, we had a rookie left tackle, Tyler Guyton, up against the best of the best in Myles Garrett. He held them down. He held them down. Now, it was tough. There was a few holding, but you're going to get that here and there when it comes to that type of player. You don't want him to get the Dak, so you're going to do whatever you can. Right. But in my opinion, I think the game was good. But I do have to look at it from the different points of view. Was it we were just that good, or Cleveland is just that bad? Like,
yeah. That's something I think we're going to have to talk about. We're going to have to think about it. And we're going to talk about Deshaun a little bit later. But he ain't the Deshaun that was here at Houston. He ain't the Deshaun from the way back in Clemson. He's not the same. And that look now. And I wouldn't be a Washington fan if I didn't say pump your brakes, because Deshaun didn't play well. Chubb wasn't in the game. Jeremy Ford.
Offensive linemen that were out. So they did have some things, that wasn't necessarily working for them. But in my opinion, Dallas couldn't have came out any better. Yep. Dallas could not have done better than what they did. I mean, special teams, defense, offense. If they're all clicking on all cylinders, I mean, this team is tough. But like we said, we can't go over it. Is game one. I'm excited that we at least got the W. So, Sean, let's talk about your home team.
Hold up. First of all, and I'm going to make this segue. The best player on your team was your kicker. All right. And them 4 field goals.
They would have let him kick the 71, and he would have made it. Whoa. They laugh about me. Me and Sean are in a Let's Talk Football fantasy league that we're doing on Super. And I picked Aubrey in the 3rd, 4th round. And everybody's in the side chat like, you pick Aubrey? Why? Why would you pick a kicker? Yeah, because he just got me 22 points. If he can get me a faithful 20-something points as a kicker, Sean?
I don't want to talk about the fantasy football league and our thing, Code, because I'm going up against Janae, and I'm getting whooped right now. So I don't even want to talk about that, all right?
I'm going to give it to all of my players are really doing a good job this week. Wait, I'll take it. But Sean, we do got to segue to your home team. Don't avoid it any longer.
Okay. No, come on. I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't see the game, we got whooped. It was 37-20, 16-7 at the end of the first half. The second half, it got so bad it was 30-14 at one point, 37-14 at one point. And you and I talked off camera. Our defense, our front seven, I don't have an issue with, because we were pressuring Baker all day.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't matter if you pressure him if you can't sack the man. And you make him look like Baker Mayfield of old, because that's what we did yesterday. And I had a serious problem with that. Okay. So then everybody's like, okay, well, you know what? You got that second round pick, or the first round pick, the number 2 pick. You got that boy, JD5. Oh, look at him. Everybody like, oh, he's flashy. I got a feeling he gonna be that dude.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be honest, Janae. What I saw after watching the game, Janae, you know me. I've watched the game 4 times already. 4 times. All right. And this man, look, he's got the speed. Yes. He's got the arm. He's got the mindset. But nothing changed, Janae. Nothing changed. And I mean, I don't know what to say, but then I look at their team. Our number 2 wide receiver is a rookie. It's Christian McCaffrey's little brother.
Yeah.
Okay. What that means is we don't have any receivers. Okay. Our own line is mix and match, and they actually did pretty good. With your old Tyler Biotis, your old center. Listen. Ain't nobody scared of Terry. Okay. I ain't even scared of Terry. All right. I will D him up. This guy ain't that great. I mean, I'm not disrespecting him. He is a solid guy. He's a great possession receiver, but he ain't CD. He ain't Mike Evans. I mean, geez Louise, which is my third issue. What in the world are y'all putting out there in the secondary? Because them jokers, I mean, good gracious. And when you look at it, they aren't. Yeah, they were awful. They were Swiss cheese.
They were bad. It didn't matter what the front 7 was going to be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever Baker saw anything, it was like wide open, or it was it didn't see. I don't know what that was, Sean. I know that's your team. I'm not going to hate, but the safeties and corners did not quite look on one accord.
No, and one of my Ab, shout out to Ab Low, he was saying it. It just didn't look like there was that cohesiveness. It didn't look like we were playing together as a unit. And once they got past the front 7, our secondary was just toast, man. They were just getting beat left and right. And here's even the point. So I try to give them the benefit of the doubt because our front 7 was getting to him. Wagner, Louvu, they were getting to Baker. But to your point, as soon as Baker broke out of that, all of a sudden he's just and hitting guys. And it's like, what are y'all doing? Then what that did, it opened up the running game. Then they started gashing us with that.
I have no idea.
Oh my God. So yesterday was rough. I was out with some family and we turned it on. It was 24/7. No, 16-7. And then saw 24/7. And then it was 24-13. Oh, we coming back. Okay, here we go. No, they scored a couple times again. And the worst part about it was I thought we made all these moves, man. I thought we brought in all these guys and we did all this stuff to change, and we had the same outcome.
The defense to me looked worse than what it did last year. And you have a defensive coach. Make it make sense to me.
I'm starting to think that maybe y'all let go of Quinn and Joe Witt Jr. because y'all really was trying to sabotage Washington. Maybe y'all let all these Cowboys players come to Washington because you was trying to sabotage us. Maybe that's what it was.
That. Like, even if you look at that, as a Cowboy fan, I like Dan Quinn, but somebody said something, I don't know, one of the analysts, they were like, you just think about what he got. Like, think about what Dan Quinn came to Dallas with. Like, he already had a squad who was already at that time considered a top 7 defense. Mm-hmm. So for him to stack on and we have all these great wins, but like I told you last year, they hyped Dan Quinn up for us, and when we got blown out, our defense did nothing. The run game destroyed our defense last year.
Yeah. And so that's what you gotta start thinking about. Thinking about that last game that he played with y'all, or coached with y'all, and then what he's been doing with us. And he's supposed to, Joe Witt Jr. is here and he's here, so he's gonna work up our corners. No, our corners looked rough. So look, at the end of the day, and there's certain things that it's just okay. Mike Evans is that dude. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
He is, absolutely.
Godwin, the truth. They got some other wide receivers, their line. I get their offense.
They got all the championship team.
Right. This is a playoff team from last year. So I get that they were going to be better. but still, we should have done more than what we did yesterday. And I cannot defend that, guys. I can't. It hurts. It hurts.
What the buck is going on?
You see them. They all out here. They all out here. And matter of fact, real quick, I lost a bet. So shout out to my guy Misador on the Crew Roundtable, Buccaneers fans. I want you guys to watch them and tune into them. I gotta shout them out every chance I get because I lost a bet. So,
nah, I see what you're saying. No. Dak, yes, he had horrible games. Trust me. Don't get me wrong. But those same games, the same thing could say for the defense. I mean, even Green Bay, you could say Dak wasn't great, but the defense did nothing. I mean, nothing. No stops. The only stops that our defense got is when they took Jordan Love out the game. But our defense for the run game, the Bills ate us up last year. San Francisco, the Cardinals, they're running back got some. Like, you can't tell me that if you're a top-tier defense.
But that's to your point. What did I tell you? What did I tell you all last year? The only teams that can beat you are the teams that can run against you.
Absolutely.
And that's what we saw. I mean, Ben, to your point, you and I talked the other day, Ben, and Johnny, what was Johnny saying? Oh, I like guys that go east and west. Bucky Irvin and Rashad White were just running up in east or north and south on us.
100%.
And it's great. So, look, we got a lot of work to do. But I think and we'll talk about this later with the fans, I think what we need to understand is that, like you said, he's not coming into a situation with all this talent. He's coming into a situation where it's from scratch. And that's why he's so excited from this, because he's building up. He brought some guys from Dallas that were with him. And he got his rookie quarterback. But as we've seen, you also traded away our receivers. So Jahan's now in Philly. So we don't know what we have there. We losing pieces.
You lost Dotson too, right?
Jahan Dotson. Yeah, he's in Philly.
Oh, he's in Philly. That's where he's at.
He didn't do nothing over there.
Yeah. Yo, man, that's crazy, man. So, do you see hope? I mean, home team. Do you see hope, or is this going to be the same Heineke, Carson Wentz? Whoever that is going to be great.
Look, I'm going to address this right here. Dave said Jaden Daniels definitely showed promise. I think he's being nice in that. I mean,
there was moments.
What? I mean, but yes, he was scrambling and he had speed and he was able to get past, but we couldn't continue with time.
Line is not the issue. Is not fixed.
But the thing is, we weren't getting sacked. He only got rushed. I think he knocked down 3 times. He only got hurried like twice. He was getting out of the pocket. The issue is when Baker got flushed out of the pocket, he looked downfield. When Dak gets flushed out of the pocket, he looks downfield. JD5 is still on that college level where if I get flushed out, run.
And it's not, yeah.
So if there's a guy downfield, because what happens when Dak runs? Then guys jump up. And then you can get deep behind.
Speed is a little different. It is. You can tell that he's adjusting to the speed.
Yes.
Because we're going to get on another team with the quarterback doing the same thing, but the speed is different when you transitioning from college to the pros. It may not feel like it when you're in college, but when you get to the NFL and see that not only are these defensive lines fast as crap.
Yes.
I mean, they're fast.
Yes.
So your speed out or you're trying to run ain't gonna work all the time.
Right.
Just not.
I mean, shout out to Ben. I mean, no turnovers. Yeah. I mean, and people look at the stats. I think he was 17 of 24, 184 passing yards, 88 rushing yards, and 2 TDs. Yeah, those stats look great. When did we get those stats? Later in the third and fourth quarter. When did we get the 2 touchdowns? Later in the third and fourth quarter. The game was already in hand. And I mean, Ben, that's nice, but to say this is almost like a jab. Like, yeah, you did good after we kicked your butt. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, hold your compliments, man. Because we got work to do.
Sensitive right now. He don't want no compliments right now.
But look, what I will say though, is I'm confident in the fact that We do have big names: Bobby Wagner, Frankie Louvu, Zach Ertz. These guys coming in house. We do have like your coach and Biotish and all those guys in house. So I do think that the future does look brighter, but we're not there yet. And
Oh, he said, so you want the bad Ben?
Hey, bring you can't be any worse than you was to me last year about saying Ben. You already know that, and you can already be like, oh, look how you feel now, Sean. So you got this too. So, but we getting off this, man, because I'm gonna talk about the fans a little bit later. But I'm done. I've been going at Washington fans all day, so I'm done with this.
I got you, baby. I got you.